Alright, next up is going to be the waist unit of the GM. By the way, I said Moroccan front. It should have been the Sleggar Laws version, so somebody's been correcting me, and sorry, I was saying it wrong. But this is the waist unit now. So first we take this part here. It has to be in that position. And then that one goes here. Then the other one goes there. This is a tight fit. Here we go. And then you gotta turn it like that. Alright. We may have to push it a little bit more. There we go. Now we take this. Stick that there. We have this part that goes there. Followed by these two big caps or connectors here. Just trying to, okay. And then we close it up. Ooh, didn't see that. Ah. Wait, is that right? Let me stick that one here. Maybe it's, oh, it's the other way around. Or not. Whoa. Oh, it's oh, it sticks up like that. Oh. Now close it up. There we go. Okay, so that's done. Then we take this. The only yellow part for this goes there. You can get it in there. Jesus, come on, get in there. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, some of these holes can be very, very tight, yet they work. They do fit. You just gotta. If this was, you know, Bandai, that yellow would have been pushed up from the other side, not the front. All right, I gotta do a little finagling here. Here we go. There we go. Now it's good. So that part's done. We have these. One goes there. That one goes here. Good detail here. And surprisingly, this is both front and back. So you don't have, how can I say this? A one solid back plate. Let's make sure we got the right ones here. So that one's this. So this is the one with the 4 notches. Well, this has, I'm sorry. These are the 3 notches that are separate, while these one are more truncated. This is the front part. So that goes there. And then that one goes here. And then we take this. That goes there. And that goes there. Good. Now the flip side, we have a poly cap that actually connects to here. Whoa. Okay. Then that one goes through that. And it acts as a cover to open that and close it. But I'm not liking how it is set up because, yeah, it looks weird. It absolutely looks weird. Alright, put that there. Put that there. Ew. Hold into place. Yeah, I guess that's how it is. Weird. It pops up easily. Alright, we'll just have to worry about that later. Let's put these on. So we have this, followed by this, connecting to this. Let's repeat that process. Like that. And that. And then that goes here. Interesting. Never seen this before on a high grade, and I don't know if the master grade had something like this. Yeah, we never had a master grade of this before, so. But there you go. The waist is now complete. Very stiff, very strong, solid. This is a bit annoying, but I'm going to be putting the gun there anyway, so I might as well keep it in that open position. Alright, that completes this part of the build. Let's move on to the next. Okay, the next part of the build is going to be the legs. A lot of parts here. This is kind of familiar in the aspect of the fact that it may resemble that of a master grade kit. Let's begin with the joints here with this. This one goes here. Good. This one's done. A little prep work here. This one needs to be closed up like this. Make sure it's all the way in. I think I got everything here. There's no seam line. Good. But make sure you push it in all the way, just to play it safe. There we go. Now, this part. This is the actual lower frame of the leg. You're going to notice something quite odd in a moment. But first, we take this. We take this part here. Put it there. Nice and tight. Put this one here. That's a little loose. That's normal. We take this. I forgot to nub that, remove that nub marker. Where's the, oh, yep, here it is. Push that in. There we go. And then I'm going to close it up like that. Let's make sure it's closed all the way. Good. All right, that part's done. Now we take this, put it there. We take this connector, put that here, push it in. I don't think that will get in the way, but I'm going to remove it anyway. So that's done. Then we turn it and connect that. All right, so far so good. Now, you have these little parts here that connects these little thruster bells. Push it in all the way. And then you have this one, you have these two holes that goes there. And then this one has this little peg that goes there. Trying to get it in there is not as easy. Oh, and that's the wrong way. There we go. Now, before I talk about this, let me prep these two. We have this one. Those little notch it right there, so you got to get it the alignment right. Did I clean that correctly? I thought I did. Oh, that's residual. That's a little bit of leftover. But there's an alignment here, which in reality there should have been 2 little notches instead of 1. And you got to get it just right to go in there all the way, like you see there. So that one goes there. Yeah, sometimes I get it wrong. Here we go. And I need to put it next to me because I gotta see it clearly. There we go. Much better. Good. Now then, that one goes here, and that one goes there, similar to the forearm on the arms. Now this is a little bit of an issue that I had before. We're going to use this as an example. First, we put these parts in. Find the holes. Go in. Fine. And then, of course, there's the little guide that goes right there. However, these parts go back here. The holes are a little weird. It doesn't want to take it sometimes. Sometimes it's either too loose or maybe too tight. I had an issue with the other leg, which took me a while, and I know I'm going to have an issue with this one because it doesn't stick in and hold into place. This one, all right, no, this one has called me a liar, but that one didn't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slightly put that in, like so. Find a notch, good. But then I'm going to have to open it up a bit. Oh, where's my. Thank you. Gotta get it in there just about right. See, we may have to hold it in like that a bit. And then let it fall into place. Yeah, choo-choo to you too. There we go. And yeah, I kind of like this gimmick. The thrusters coming up like that. But these will pop out, so you gotta be very careful. I'm just gonna close it for now. Okay, We're going to tilt this again to connect this one right there. Perfect. I love this. This is, oh, still having nightmares of the seam line that I recently cleaned up. And then we have this part here that goes like that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, I'm going to put that away for a second. Now, take these white parts. Again, find the notch. Put that in. Push it all the way in. Good. Same thing with this one. Come on, get in there. Oh, come on. There we go. Then we take this part. This is the one that was a bit weird when I saw this. I'm going to put this one there. There's no guide. Just put it in and you're done. Maybe there is, I'm not sure, but well, it's okay. Now then, we take this part, and then this part that goes here, followed by this cover that goes there. Make sure it's all the way in. And we take this part, that goes here with the notch going below, and then you take that part, well, yeah, put it in like that. Then take this, put it like that, take this, put it there, and then take this one and put that here. And then for this, once you put it in like that, turn it, then turn it again. It has its own internal locking mechanism here, so it never comes off. And then this goes here, and then this goes there. And there you go. The legs of the 1/72nd scale GM Sleggar law version is now complete. I'm going to say that I dig it. I kind of like this. It can bend like that. This is how far it can bend. But unfortunately, since it has a since the since the peg ball, which connects the foot, is connected directly into the bottom part of the leg, it doesn't have an extra joint where it moves or tilts. It tilts fine. It's not a big deal. I'm thinking more worried about the fact that hopefully this doesn't snap off, because if it does, that's going to be a major repair right there to fix that. And its bending can be like up to that, you could say, which is okay. You can do this if you want. I don't know if you can do any more than that, but we'll just explore that later on. Apart from that, of a little work on seam line, removing the scar mark here. These legs are perfect. This one can be a bit of a chore, but be careful if you want to keep it open or closed. But yeah, these are good, very good. Okay, let's now move on to the next part of the build.